Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making an easy, delicious cookie cake. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 350 so it's nice and hot. This recipe comes together quick. Into a medium bowl, I'm adding 1 3/4 cups or 210 grams of all-purpose flour. After I turn the scale on. To puff things up, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda needs an acid to react to, and this cake uses brown sugar, which is an acid. For some contrast, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This recipe, by the way, makes a nice 9-inch cookie cake, perfect for a party. But if you double it, you can make a gigantic 9 by 13-inch sheet cake version, or you can make a giant 16-inch pizza pan. So just by doubling the recipe, you get a huge cookie cake. If you want to use a 10-inch skillet for this, use the recipe as is. It'll just be a little bit thinner. Grab a whisk. My scale is done, and we're gonna mix it up. This is such a popular dessert for kids' birthdays, I cannot even tell you. It's the easiest recipe, but with little beautiful dollops of buttercream on the edge, it looks so fancy. Set that aside, and now we're gonna mix up our butter. Into the bowl of my stand mixer, fitted with a paddle attachment, I'm adding 1/2 cup or 113 grams of room temperature unsalted butter. Nice and soft. This is nice and creamy already, but just to make sure, we're gonna beat it up for a few seconds so it's perfect. For a touch of sweetness, we're gonna use 3/4 cup of brown sugar. You could use light or dark. That's 165 grams. And if you're using a measuring cup, make sure you pack it in. And 1/4 cup or 50 grams of granulated sugar. Beat this on medium or so for about 2 minutes until it's smooth and well combined. We're not trying to whip a ton of air into here because that would puff our cookie cake up too much and give it a crumbly texture. I want this to be so soft and almost fudgy on the inside. Scrape your roll down. Time to add 1 egg. No shells, please. And 2½ teaspoons of vanilla. Beat this on medium-low until well combined. This mixed up nicely. You can scrape the bowl down if needed. Right now, I'm gonna add the flour in while mixing on low. Mix on low. I don't want this fully mixed in yet. I wanna see streaks of flour because we're gonna add the chocolate chips in. By the way, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every week. You'll want 1½ cups or 270 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips. But if you want, use the chocolate chip that you enjoy most. Bittersweet, milk, everything will work. My mixer is actually done. I'm gonna do the rest by hand. It's always a good idea to finish things off by hand so you have the utmost control. It could be whipped cream where you don't want to over whip it, or any kind of a cake or cookie batter where you're mixing things until they're just combined so you have a melt in your mouth texture as opposed to like a bready or tough, chewy texture. Add those chocolate chips in. And now you're just gonna fold it in by hand. If this is a struggle for you, you could use your mixer just for like 2 seconds to mix it in for the most part. This cookie cake is best served immediately, like just warm out of the oven or just cooled so it's frosted and ready to go. But it will last 3 to 5 days at room temperature or up to a week if refrigerated, and you could also freeze it for 3 months. Chocolate chips distributed nicely, no pools of butter and no streaks of flour left. Grab your 9-inch baking dish or whatever you're using if you're scaling the recipe up, and we can get to work. Butter or sprayer pan. We want an easy release. Transfer the cookie mixture in. And now you're just gonna press it into an even layer. You can use your clean hands or an offset, whatever you want. If desired, you can sprinkle a few more chocolate chips on top just for, you know, the aesthetics of it all. My cookie cake is ready to go into the oven, 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. It'll be a bit more golden and it'll look dry on top. If you're doing a 10-inch skillet, start checking at 18 minutes. In you go. If you doubled the recipe, the bake times are slightly different. If you're doing a 16-inch pizza pan, it'll be 15 to 18 minutes. If you're making a 9x13, it'll be 25 to 30 minutes in the oven, but you probably want to cover it at some point because it'll get a little bit more color and become too dark. Once your cake is cooled, it's time to make a delicious and easy frosting. 6 tablespoons of room temperature butter go right into your bowl. That's 85 grams. Pop your paddle attachment on and we're gonna mix this just until it's smooth. It's smooth. Into the bowl, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1. And by the way, if you wanted to do a vanilla frosting or a strawberry frosting, whatever you want will work here. This is just a chocolate frosting that I think goes well, and it's an appropriate amount. 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, sifted out so there's no lumps. 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, that's 150 grams. And 2 tablespoons of milk. Finally, a half teaspoon of vanilla. We're gonna mix this on low for about 2 minutes, just until it's combined. After 2 minutes, things are nice and combined. I will scrape the bowl down. And now I'm gonna increase the speed to medium and beat for about 2 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. In the meantime, grab a piping tip and a piping bag. It's a little bit light, so I'm adding some dark Dutch processed cocoa powder in now, which are always welcome to do. It'll just be a little bit more chocolatey and firm. Once it's fluffy, it's time to pop this into your piping bag and pipe away. Dismount your cookie cake. I have a large closed star tip here. Any star tip will do great. And we're just gonna pipe away. And if desired, you can top this with a smattering of sprinkles on top. Lovely. I made this just to show you so you could see the difference in doubling the recipe. It's a little bit thinner, but very grand, and you could add frosting all over and cut it into sections instead of wedges. Give it a slice, and just like that, your cookie cake is ready to enjoy. What's so pleasant and maybe unexpected about this is the bottom is so nice and crisp, but the middle, gooey, delicious, chewy chocolate chip cookie cake. Paired with that chocolate frosting, it's just about perfect. I hope you get a chance to make this easy recipe, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my easy cake playlist.